Okay, in this video I'm going to show you how to fade in and fade out your introduction. Now I showed you a couple ways of doing this. Also down here, I forgot to show you this, is there's the zoom in button right here, but also these little areas right here, which is your ability to also zoom in and zoom out. Excuse me, sneeze. And then you're able to meander your way through just by zooming in and zooming out here. They both work. Now what I want to do is I want to actually fade in this intro right here to kind of go from nothing to fade into the title and then fade out again. Now I've showed you before where you can actually click on this part and you have your opacity line. Your opacity line is right here, is where you can able to see that actual text. But I'm going to do things a little bit different this time to show you another way, because I can actually take this, hold on, excuse me, there it is, okay, and I can actually adjust, turn back on, boom, and I can turn the opacity down, so that you can't even barely see it. Another way you can do it is you can add those keyframes here. But I want to show you up here in the control effects. I'm over here where it says sound clips. I'm going to go effect controls. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to collapse the area that says opacity. Now what I'm looking for is this little thing right here. This are remove or add keyframes. It is a say thing down here, which is you're going to remove or add the keyframes. I just like to do it here because it gives me a little bit more area to see and work with. If I actually adjust this, it tells you down here is where I'm actually going to see my dial. Remember, the dial controls everything. All right, from the very beginning, I'm going to add a keyframe at the very start. Now, I know that with this, I want it to be exactly at 0. What I love is they have these built-in scrubby sliders, which is where you have the arrow shooting out of each side of the finger. And I'm going to now click on this, and I'm going to scrubby slide down to 0. I don't want to see it at all. Then from there, I can click on the space bar to play it. And I know I want to come to right about here, and I want to now kick it up at 100%. So notice it is actually built it in right here for you. I could do it here, but I can also do it up here, and it builds it in. And notice how it does it actually fades into the title. And then from here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the end. I'm going to fade it back out so I can start my animation to be exactly at 0. So click on that, and I'm going to say that at 0%. And from there, I now have my ability to fade in and then fade back out. And I can start the animation.